All right, let's get right into it. If you've ever had one of those million-dollar app ideas but absolutely no idea how to actually build it, then this is for you. We're going to talk about a huge shift in technology that is letting pretty much anyone, and I mean anyone, turn a simple idea into a real working app.
I mean, seriously, think about it for a second. That amazing idea you had in the shower, the one for your new side hustle, or that little tool that would make your job so much easier, what stopped you? Well, for most people, it's this giant, terrifying wall of code that stands between the concept and the reality. But what if that wall is finally coming down?
Yeah, this is what people in the industry call the idea execution gap. For decades, there's been this massive chasm between having a great idea and actually making it happen. And honestly, it's a super frustrating place where so much creativity just disappears.
This slide really says it all, doesn't it? For the longest time, the path from a sketch on a napkin to a live product was blocked by three big things: code, complexity, and cash. You either had to know how to code, have a ton of money to hire someone who did, or both. It created this, graveyard of amazing ideas. But that's all starting to change, and fast.
So, what is this big shift? What's the thing that's bridging that gap? Well, it's a whole new way of building things that goes by a pretty cool name, vibe coding. And it's way less about knowing the right syntax and much more about knowing what you want.
So here's what that actually means. Instead of typing out all that confusing, cryptic programmer speak, you just say what you want in plain English. You say, hey, create a list of my top 5 projects, and the AI handles all the complicated stuff in the background. You just focus on the what, and the AI takes care of the how. You bring the vibe, it writes the code.
And look, this isn't just some niche term floating around on the internet. It was coined by Andrej Karpathy, a real heavyweight in the AI world. He said it's all about learning to fully give in to the vibes. And the idea got so popular so fast that Collins Dictionary actually named it the word of the year for 2025. This thing is officially mainstream. Okay, so you might be thinking, wait a minute, isn't this just no code with a new name? And that is a great question, but the answer is a big fat no. And this is a really important difference. Think of it like this. Traditional no-code is like renting an apartment. It's easy to move in, but you can't knock down any walls. You're stuck with the landlord's rules. Vibe coding, though, that's like owning the house. The AI builds it for you, but then it hands you the keys and the blueprints, real code that you can take anywhere. You can renovate it, expand it, whatever you want. It's a total game changer. All right, so enough with the theory, let's get practical. Which tools are actually making this happen? Let's meet the top 4 platforms out there right now that are basically acting like an AI co-founder for thousands of people. First up, we've got Lovable. You can think of this one as the powerhouse, the all-in-one choice. If you're a serious entrepreneur and you want to build a real business with user accounts and payments and all that good stuff, this is probably where you're going to start. Next, there's Base 44, and this one is all about speed and simplicity. If words like database configuration make you want to run for the hills, Base 44 is for you. It's the absolute fastest path from an idea in your head to a real live app on the internet. Then we've got Bolt. This is for all you tinkerers out there. You know, the people who actually want a little more control, who want to get their hands a little bit dirty. Bolt lets you choose different frameworks and gets you closer to the actual code. And finally, we have Replit Agent. This is the heavy hitter. It's the most powerful and autonomous tool of the bunch. If you're building something really complex, maybe something that needs a non-web backend, this agent can literally plan and execute complex jobs for you. It's pretty wild. So let's put it all together. This table right here is basically your cheat sheet. It's super simple. Just find your goal on the left and it'll point you to the right tool. Want to build a real SaaS business? Boom, Lovable's your best bet. Just need something up and running as fast as humanly possible? Go with Base 44. It's that easy. Okay, this all sounds pretty amazing, right? Like almost too good to be true. Well, let's take a deep breath and have a little reality check. Can you describe the next Facebook in a single sentence and have it magically appear? No, not quite. And it's really important to know where the limits are today. This number is probably the most important thing to remember. Right now, these AI app builders will get you 60 to 80% of the way there. That's huge. It's like they'll build a foundation, frame the house, and put the roof on for you. But that last bit, the custom wiring, the tricky plumbing, that might still need a human touch. So, what does that last 20% actually look like? Well, here's when you'll still want to call in a human expert. If you're building an app that needs to handle thousands and thousands of users all at once, or something with super high security, like a fintech or health app, you'll need a human. Or if you need to connect to some weird old school system. Basically, these tools are incredible for common patterns, but they struggle when you're building something truly brand new. But look, even with those limits, you can't overstate how big of a deal this is. When you zoom out and look at the big picture, it is crystal clear that we are in the middle of a genuine revolution in who gets to create things.
And if you ever want to know if a trend is real, just follow the money. Look at this growth. The market is projected to go from under $5 billion to nearly $25 billion in just 5 years. That is insane. This isn't just some tech trend. It's a massive economic shift happening right before our eyes.
And that's not just some fuzzy projection. This is real money right now. Lovable, one of the tools we just talked about, hit over $200 million in annual recurring revenue. $200 million. These are not little side project tools anymore. They are absolute powerhouses. The experts see it too. Gartner, one of the top tech research firms in the world, predicts that by 2026, which is right around the corner, a staggering 60% of all new software code will be generated by AI. Just stop and think about that. More than half of all new code won't be written by a person. So what does this all boil down to? It's this. The fundamental barrier to creating software has moved. For the longest time, the most important skill was knowing how to code. But now, the most important skill is having a clear vision for what you want to build. And that really just leaves us with one final and, I think, pretty powerful question. For maybe the first time in history, the main thing holding you back isn't your technical ability. It's just your imagination. The wall is gone. The tools are here. So the only question left is, what are you going to build?